In this video, I'll go over selecting items in a spreadsheet. More specifically, I'll talk about how to select cells, how to select columns and rows, and how to select sheets. Hi, my name is Michael with Office Nifty. I make quick tips and video lessons on how to use Calc software. So here I'm in my second sheet with a table of values, and I'll use this to demonstrate different cell selections. So the first one is very simple. Just click on a cell with a mouse. If you want to be a little more fancy, we also have the name box here on the top left, and we can just type in the cell that we want. So I typed in C19 and it selected it for me. Another way is using the navigator in the sidebar. So here we can change the row count by using down and up arrows, or we could change the column as well. So I'll try changing the column here. Then I'll press the enter key. So the selection jumped to cell E19 for me. So that was simple. Now we'll talk about selecting a range of contiguous cells. So with the mouse, we can just click and drag what we want. Now, if we use the help of the Shift key on the keyboard, we can make the selection as well. So in my example, if I want to select the range that's not in the current view, I can scroll down more to wherever I want, hold down the Shift key, and then left click on a cell. This selected a range for me, and we can verify it in the name box. It's saying I have cell C5 through E36 selected. We can actually just directly form the range by typing in what we want. So if I wanted this to go to E100, I can do just that. I'll press enter, and now the range is from C5 to E100. Now here's a bonus tip. If you ever want to impress your friends, there's something down here in the status bar called the selection mode area. If we left click on it, the default is at standard selection. Then we have extending selection and adding selection. So let's try extending selection. I can click any cell that I want, and what it does is it uses the anchor cell of C5 that I originally had, and then it'll set the in range to whichever cell I choose. So here I chose F113. I can scroll all the way back up and then choose E22. So now we see that's the range. This is visually impressive, and so I think your friends will be amazed if you ever use this with them watching. Just make sure to change the selection mode back to the default of standard selection before you accidentally change the range unintentionally. Now let's talk about selecting a range of non-contiguous cells. So I'll select the range first. Then to select another range that's apart from the first one, all I have to do is hold down the Ctrl key and click and drag my mouse. When I release the Ctrl key, we see that I have two separate ranges selected. With this, I can right click on my range and I can do various things, such as adjusting the styles or formatting. If I try and delete it, it lets me choose delete entire rows and entire columns. You just have to be careful with this because the rows would be from 15 through 27 and the columns would be B and E. Now back to impressing your friends, we can select a range of non-contiguous cells with the selection mode again. So I'll click on here and I'll use adding selection. So similarly to what I did before, without using my keyboard, I can select the range I want, and then I can select a second range. In fact, I can select even a third range, or just a cell. So if you want extreme control and granularity in selecting multiple ranges, now you have it, and watch the amazed looks on your friends' faces. Okay, let's now move on to selecting columns and rows. To select a single column, we can left click on the column header. In my case, it is D. And if I right click on it, I can choose from a range of options for the column. And same thing with selecting a row. For row 20, I can left click on it and then right click to see the different options I can do. To select multiple rows or columns, I can hold down the Shift key and then click a different row header. So I hold down the Shift and I'll click on 15. And if I want to select non-contiguous rows, I can hold down the Control key and then click on the row header. We could also use in the menu the Edit and Select. So under Edit, Select, I can choose Select Column. There's also a keyboard shortcut to do the same thing. So back to Edit, Select. If I want to choose a row, I could use Shift and Space. So I'll try that, Shift Space. Now to select the entire sheet, I could use the keyboard shortcut of Ctrl and A. Another keyboard shortcut I could use is Ctrl, Shift, and Space. Now if you notice, when I did that, it actually selected the table of data for me. So let's try it out if I click an empty cell outside of my table. Now it selected the sheet for me. We can confirm that in the name box. It goes from A1 to XFD 1,048,576. Wow. Now let's talk about selecting sheets. So to pick one is really easy, just left click on it. To select multiple sheets, I can hold down the Shift key and then click another sheet tab. Then if we want to take some action on it, we could go to Sheet in the menu and do something like move or copy the sheets. To select multiple non-contiguous sheets, first I'll add more sheets, and we can just hold down the Control key and left click on the sheet tabs. Then when I right click on my selection, I can take some action on it, such as duplicate sheet. Now I created a whole bunch more for me. And lastly, to select all sheets, I think the fastest way is just to click on any sheet and choose select all sheets. Another way to do this, under Edit, Select, I could choose select all sheets. That's it for this lesson. In the next one, I'll go over how to work with columns and rows in LibreOffice Calc. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay nifty.